My teaching has been informed by community partnerships and service learning. I think that getting the students out of the classroom and involved with an actual organization and the Chattanooga community has been really transformative for both my teaching and for the students' learning experience. I've always been interested in experiential learning, and I've experimented with a few different ways of doing that. And I found that having the entire class engaged in a single project with a shared goal is really the best approach. First of all, to have a community partnership, you have to make connections within the community. I began volunteering at Hope for the Inner City in East Chattanooga, and I just was really impressed with the work that they were doing. I noticed one day that in the back of the building, they had a very large green space, but it seemed like it hadn't been used in a long time. It had become completely overgrown. And so I asked people about it. I was like, what is that? And like, oh, well, that's the Grow Hope Urban Farm. It's been neglected because of COVID, and we've had to cut back, with people coming. And I thought, well, you know what? Maybe revitalizing the Grow Hope Urban Farm could be something that my students could get involved in as a kind of service learning project. And I think overall, and one of the things that I'm most excited about is that the students are excited about doing more community engagement and volunteering in the future. And that's what I hope to instill in my students through the service learning, is this idea that they can contribute to their communities and give their time, and that it feels really good and it can be really rewarding. So Grow Hope Urban Farm needed some serious volunteer work, and that became an opportunity for my students to get involved. I think if you can build relationships and trust with a local organization through volunteering your time, and then you identify what their needs are, and then that opens up opportunities for your students to have experiential learning.